Hello and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, or other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is the Olight Sphere. This is a red, green, blue, pocket-sized lantern with optional app control. You can find this selling on Amazon USA for $19.99. I'll have links down below in the paid links section if you're interested in picking one up. I think it's pretty cool. I think this rounds out their round lanterns section. They have the sphere, they have the orb, and the orb plus. This one adds a bit of fun. So let's take a look. Olight Sphere, colorful light ball with transparent shell. Sweet. Nice thing about this light is it's pretty well made for what you get. For 20 bucks, I'm pretty impressed. Here we go, Olight. Nice. Okay, let's show you what you get in the box. So we get to start the show, a little pocket lantern. There it is. Fits in the palm of your hand. I don't know, the size of a small racquetball? Yeah. Tennis ball, just slightly smaller than a tennis ball. Very cool. We got Olight emblem on there and this blue, like almost like anodized ring. Maybe it's a aluminum ring. That's cool. Sphere. I love that. Got this thick translucent shell there. Yeah, liking that. So we'll go over the features here in a second, but awesome. Also in the box, we get the magnetic charger. This is a nice setup. Most of their high-end flashlights come with one of these. This is a 1 amp charger, USB to this mag base. It slicks right to the bottom and charges it away. Very handy. That's cool. Again, for 19 bucks. You also get googly eyes. What the heck is this? You can dress it up. Now, my wife does like this, and she's probably going to snag it from me when you see the color modes. But yeah, look at it. That's pretty funny. Also, they give us a coin, which I thought was interesting. It says Olight. It's got a cool little design on there. And it has an adhesive back to it. So you stick this to a spot where you want to stick the lantern, because this sticks to this. Because it's magnetic base. And you can hang your lantern like upside down and stuff. So that gives you some ideas for usability. There you are. So that's fun. And we get a bunch of paperwork, which I'm not going to go over because it will bog this down. But here you go. Safety warnings. Da, 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 da. And then we have a user manual, which again, I'm not going to try to even open up because the thing's super thick. And look, it's like a roadmap. There's no way I can show everything on here. But I'll try to touch most of the basic features. Anything to do with the app, you can go to their website and figure it out. But I'm not going to be using it with the app, so I'm not going to demo this with the app. The app gives you control basically of a color wheel. So you can pretty much set the red to green maybe all the time or blue all the time, which might be handy, but you need the phone app to do it. So typically most people buying this probably aren't going to use an app. They're probably just going to use the flashlight out of the box, and we'll talk about it. So there you go. You got a lot of fun stuff. Let's set that aside. Let's go over the Sphere. Yeah, love that name. It's fitting. It's round. It's fun. It's a sphere. All right, cool. So let's go over dimensions of this little guy. I probably should zoom it on down, huh? Zoom it on down. Okay, so yeah, you can see the red through there. It's kind of cool. Dimensions, we have a diameter of 2¼ inches or 57 millimeters. Then we have a height from top to bottom of 2 inches or 50 millimeters. Very cool. For size comparison, yeah, I'm going to have to, I guess I could leave it like that. Well, hey, it won't roll away. Very cool. Famous last words, right? So we have an 18650 flashlight that just fits on frame. I better just bring this up a little bit. That might be better. There. So yeah, this is through nights. I always carry that around with me. Same with this little guy. Through Night Saber. This is a AA powered flashlight. Very awesome. And we have a AA battery. Give you an idea just how big this thing is. And then we have a 18650 battery. There you go. Again, for dimension's sake, this works out pretty good. Okay, and then I want to show you a couple little pocket lanterns that you may have seen. So we have the larger UCO Sprout for $14. It runs on 3 AAA batteries. And you got 2 modes. Well, actually, you have more than that. You have the warm mode with this one, and you have a blue mode. But this ramps too as well. This is a ramping light, which is amazing. But there's the Sprout next to the Sphere. I reviewed this UCO, by the way, if you're interested. Just search that. And same with this lantern. This is a little micro lantern. It's cool. The ML4 from LED Lenser. Yeah, this thing's great. Got power on top here. I believe you can change the battery in this one. Yeah, the battery comes out and you can change it. This has red mode and white modes as well. This has a red mode too. But to give you an idea for size, I'm not really going to compare them side by side. I just wanted to show you for size sake. There you go. Very cool little lanterns. I think this is 14500 powered. Okay, so there we are. And let's talk about features of the sphere. Let's go lower on down. All right, so right away you can see it's a clear acrylic shell. It's pretty neat. I don't know how thick it is, but it looks rather thick. And then inside there, you can see that it's got a opaque diffuser, which has a warm LED. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Nice. And we can adjust that by pressing and holding. We'll go back down to dim. There we go. We'll leave it dim. And if my color balance goes off, I always have Iron Man off to the side here. Iron Man, you the man with a master plan. Deck of cards for size comparison. There you go. Very cool. So yeah, I love that. So you can see it's got this opaque, diffuses the light nicely. It's got a warm white LED for your main light, and your RGB light is the secondary, and you access through, keep pressing through the modes. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn this off, so double press. And then that color flash you saw is the battery status, which is nice. I believe green is good, orange is time to charge, and red is you better get it charged. So that's cool. It's got this, what do you call it, silicone base here. And it's got the contacts for the magnetic charger, which is nice. You know, you just, here, bam, let's talk about smacking that on there. This will turn red as it charges and green when it's finished. Again, I think it's 2 hours to charge it. Yeah, it contains an internal battery, which is not replaceable. I don't know if it says it on the bottom there. I don't see anything saying anything there. You guys do. There you go. Okay, so it says input 4.2 volts, half amp. Here's the output, 700 milliamp hour, 3.7 volt. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. All right, so, but yeah, it's got the charge point, and this whole bottom is a switch, as you saw me turning it on, and here we can cycle just by single pressing. Very cool. So we'll go through the modes here in a moment. It does remember what mode you're on, which is nice. It has a mode memory. Loving that. But yeah, internal 700 milliamp hour battery. You get the charge connections on the bottom. Waterproof. It's IP56 waterproof, so it gets out in the rain and be okay. That's a good thing. So you left it out if you're camping, get on a table, it'd probably be fine. 1.5 meter drop resistant. Yeah, I think it would be. Seems pretty durable. I'm holding this here. Again, I showed you that switch in action, and we'll do it again. So yeah, you just single press turn it on, and double press turn it off. And then it always shows the charge level when it turns off. So if it's green, that's great. I believe that's 100 to a 50%, and then yellow from 49 to 10%, and then red from 10% to 0. Okay, something to know. And then, of course, when it's on, you can single press the bottom to change the modes. Here, it's color changing. And I want to do this when the lights are off. So I'm going to do a demo with the lights off, and you get to see all that in action. This is cool. These are my favorites right here. But yeah, we'll go through all these. And then once it's on, let's go run a regular. So yeah, I think I showed you a little bit of the dimming action. Press and hold. You can ramp it up and ramp it down. This one's a little tricky. It goes a little quick when it goes up and down. You just got to try to find that right sweet spot. And then on the red, it does the same thing. You can press and hold, go up to your highest, press and hold, and go to your lowest. Very awesome. So yeah, I probably should give you some information because I didn't take any pictures in the garage with this one because I didn't feel it needed it. Again, it's just a pocket-sized lantern. So in the red mode here, at the lowest setting, 1 lumen, it'll run for 40 hours. And on the highest, it's going to run 12 lumens for 100 minutes. And it's going to throttle down to 4 lumens and run for 180 minutes before it dies. And then we have a flasher here. You can handle flashes, look away. Okay. With the flasher, you can control brightness. So we can actually turn this brightness down. Press and hold. There you go. That's kind of nice. You get this a low dim flasher if you're just trying to mark something. You don't need to have it so intense. So in the lowest setting, it's a half lumen flasher for 20 hours. And then when it's on high, it's 12 lumens for 370 minutes. Then it goes down to 4 lumens for 360 minutes. So there you go. Turn it back up on high. Very cool. Let's go to our warm white. So we got to cycle through all the modes here. Of course, if you have the app, you probably don't have to do that. So here's our warm white mode. So when it's on its lowest, we'll go down to low. It's 1 lumen, runs for 40 hours. That's amazing. I love it. I left it out for about 3 hours. It ran fine. I like that. And on high, person holding high here. So 75 lumens. Expect a runtime of 100 minutes before it throttles down to 25 lumens for 150 minutes. That's quite a bit of light. Decent amount of time, too, for a little pocket lantern. Dim it back down. Nice. So that's pretty much covered the times on that. The red, green, blue, as you saw. Let's go to that. Give you some information on the red, green, blue. So here we are. This is color changing. We'll let it do its thing. So with the red, green, blue on its highest setting, I think we're on the highest. Yeah, I think this is the highest. So this is 18 lumens. It runs for 90 minutes before it throttles down to 6 lumens for 130 minutes. Now its lowest setting. See if we can get it to dim down. Okay, and I think this is the lowest setting here. 1 lumen for 13 hours. So, very cool. Let's go ahead and, yeah, you can go high. That's nice. Bring it back down. That's really cool how you can see it moving. It looks alive. That is so sweet. Just love it. Yeah, 1 hour, 13 hours on 1 lumen when it's the lowest setting. Yeah, very cool. So let's go ahead and turn the lights off, demo this, and we'll do some final thoughts on the Sphere. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty basic lantern. Liking it. So let's go ahead and kick the lights off. This will be way better. I'm going to zoom this up a little bit. I'm going to bring Iron Man in. That makes sense. Kind of see what it looks like. Lighten up the cards. All right. So a lantern for a room. Yeah, the blue's pretty cool. I don't know how it's showing up. That's pretty neat. So let's cycle it through the modes by double pressing, or single pressing, excuse me, single press. There's the lightning show I like. And I think, yeah, I think that's the brightest setting. I just press and hold it. That is sweet. Look at that. It's pretty much lighting up the section of my desk about 4 or 5 feet. You know, that's what you can expect with this light show. That's cool if you're partying, getting down. Now, the app control uses the phone's mic, so it'll actually be responsive to audio if you pair it with your phone. So, if you're into that stuff, awesome. Okay, yeah, I try to keep my devices separate, but that's me. Let's go ahead and cycle some more. Okay, so this is color changing. Very cool. We can dim it down. We get the color. There we go. See that color change a little nicer. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty sharp. See the color differences there. Yeah, cycle through them all. That's nice. Okay, great. And then I think we'll have a regular warm light. Now, this is probably the one I would use the most. There you go. Now, the cool thing is you can change modes by just hitting the top of the lantern once on a flat surface. So you can press and hold here to change the brightness. And so, no rocket science there, right? So the switch works when it's on a flat surface. Rock on. And there you are. So you got your low. So 1 lumen running for 40 hours. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And it's rechargeable. So bring a power bank. Go out there, go camping. You're good for the weekend. No problems whatsoever. Loving that. And yeah, this is great. You can walk around with this and see what's going on. I would say range is about 4 or 5 feet walking range. And then when you, let's go higher. So now we're probably about a 15-foot range. Yeah, probably a good 15-foot range. 75 lumens as far as walking with it. 15, 20 foot. You'll see the ground. You can aim it down if you have to. It's nice. So let's go ahead and just turn it down. Turn the lights back on. Do some final thoughts on the Olight Sphere. Have no fear, the Sphere is here. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, I have too much fun doing this, don't I? Okay, so double press off. There you go. Now, if you want to pair it to your phone, you triple press. Yeah, that didn't work. Hold on a second. I think it's got to be from on. Yeah. So from on, triple press. And right now it's in Bluetooth searching mode, so it's looking for a phone to pair with. So there you go. Very simple. And we'll just press it once to turn it off. There we go. Back to our regular mode. And double press to turn it off. There we go. It has, if you saw in the manual there, and it might be confusing to some, I just want to bring it to your attention real quick. Auto sleep mode. Don't worry about this. It says off, from off. no operation, 30 minutes sleep. I was like, what the heck? So I'm like, does that mean this light turns off in 30 minutes and you can't change that? No, it doesn't mean that. I was going to talk about RFI with radios. Don't buy this. If you are going to put it for next to a radio, it just kills the reception. This thing produces a ton of RFI, probably because due to its Bluetooth connectivity circuit, and that stays active in there, even with the light off for about 30 minutes until it auto-offs. And after 30 minutes, it turns off and there's no more RFI being generated. So I put this by a radio right now, it would generate RFI and destroy the signal. So just letting you know, that's what that means. I think it's that Bluetooth connectivity. It's still active when it's off like this, so you can remotely turn it back on. But then after 30 minutes, it goes into that sleep mode. And then, I don't know, I think you have to reconnect it. So something to think about, when the flashlight's off, it's typically, or it actually is still on, but internally. So there you go. That's what that means. It doesn't mean it's going to turn off on you while you're using it. Because like I said, I left the lantern on. It stayed on for 3 hours till I turned it off. So that was nice. So you can leave it on all night if you want to and not worry about this feature. Okay, cool. That's out of the way. Let's talk about things I like about it. Yeah, what do I like about the Sphere? The Sphere. Tons of cool things about it. I like the solid construction. This thing feels like it's going to last forever. I mean, yeah, roll it around, throw it around. What else do I like? I like the warm light. It's amazing. The ramping mode, it's a little quick, but I do like having that. The mag charging is nice. And the app control, if you're going to use it, is a nice feature that comes along with it for $19. Hey, why not? Right? And it's Olight, so it's a name brand, which is good. So yeah, I talked about that. The RGB modes are fun. The lightning mode is my favorite, as you saw. So those are the likes I like about this. Dislikes and wants, a replaceable battery would be number one. I mean, if this LED lenser thing could do it, I mean, it's pretty bright. It has different modes. Flashes too. Has a red mode, but I forgot how to engage it. But yeah, this one has a magnetic charger, but it also, you can change the battery. So if this can do it, you'd think they can make this do it as well. I don't know why, but anyway, this is $40 versus $20. So I guess there's that. I wouldn't worry about it too much. $20, toss like a new one is what most people would probably do. The RFI is too strong for radio use. We're a radio channel, and you'd have to have this further away from the radios. We're talking like at least 4 or 5 feet away. This thing does produce a lot of RFI if you're next to the radio. Or if you have a real sensitive radio, you might pick this up. So just letting you know. Yeah, so that's pretty much, I wish it had a replaceable battery. That was the big one. And control of color without the app. So say if you're in the red mode, it'd be cool if you had a way to access like a sub mode on that red mode to change the color from say green to blue to red. 3 primary colors. It doesn't have to fade. I mean, fading would be even cooler, but just having that 3 colors would be nice because some people find a use for green and a use for blue as well. So that's what I'd want. Overall, is this light a recommendation? Yeah, for $20, it provides a lot of fun and a lot of value. I mean, you get quite a bit for the money. You get your mag charger, which I think is cool. I think it's like probably $10 right there. Get this cool coin, right? The googly eyes. You can't forget the googly eyes. Oh, they got eyelashes. Holy cow. Yeah. I'm glad it has boy colors on it, the blue. But anyway, you get some fun stuff packed with it, which I like. So, there it is, the Olight Sphere. Hope you enjoyed the review of the Sphere. Let me just go ahead and turn this thing on my favorite mode. Go ahead and turn this on, so single press. And then we're going to single press again, single press again. Yeah, where's the lightning one? There it is. Is that cool or what? I love that. Yeah, that is awesome. So the LEDs must be arranged, of course, in a sphere, and it's bouncing off the diffuser. I love that. That's just so cool. Am I turned all the way up? There we are. And of course, the dimming control on the color modes. Yeah, that is one cool thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. 2, if you like Olight brand products and want to see more, hit the bell icon. Subscribe, get notified of future videos. Yeah, and deals too, because if this thing goes on sale, I'll probably post it, and then you guys can get cash in on it. Sometimes these things go super cheap, and I always post the deals. And people are subscribed and have joined that and have clicked the bell icon, get notified, and you get some amazing deals. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can comment down there and tell me what deals you got. the todderbert deal of the day, right? And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the Olight Sphere. Is it something you'd want in your collection of lanterns, little pocket lanterns? Or would you rather have traditional sprout? This guy here, you know, it's just your typical AAA powered light, or do you like this LED lenser, the fancy German? Yes, we'll call it the fancy German. It's pretty funny. What would you guys pick? Let me know. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.